Hi, I'm Colton Lindsay. I'm financially free by the age of 32. And today I'm going to be watching some shorts by Grant Cardone, and I'm going to give my reaction on first time seeing them.
Buying a house, worst investment you'll ever make in your entire life.
Completely disagree with that. I have bought plenty of homes that I live in or rent out and made a ton of money on.
Let's say you paid $1 million for a house. Average house here is $576. $576 is what you paid. Now you need 12% for broker fees. Let's say you keep the house 10 years. You need 10% in maintenance fees. It's 1% a year in maintenance fees. It's about 2% in property taxes every year. That's 20%. 2 times 10 is 20. And it's probably 7% to the bank, so that's 70%. Total those up, it's 112%. $576,000 home will have to be sold for $1.2 million in 10 years. You're not going to sell it for that. To break even, dead money.
Completely disagree on that, because the other thing does, it creates a forced savings account. You're putting principal into that. You're taking money off of the table. And here's why that's important. Most people don't naturally just put money on the sidelines to be able to invest. This is what's called your financial freedom account, or pay yourself first. Now, if you're going to do exactly what Grant says, which he's kind of a freak show and putting all of his money into investments, if you're going to do that, do that. Reality is 99.9% of you aren't going to do that. So let's create a system that sets you up to win. Forced savings account.
And you had to put $100,000 down to do this deal. They're serving a master. They'll borrow money from the Bank of America. And then if they can get some more money, they'll have a little retirement account that funds Wall Street. This is a big game, bro. Rather than buying one house, rent where you live and take that $100,000 and go buy a piece of real estate where other people live. I just don't need to own a home on the way up. I need to own assets that pay me on the way up.
I agree. Got to own assets on the way up. I just believe owning your home, although it's a liability, you're actually becoming your own renter. Why not become your own renter versus renting from someone else, and go own other properties that people rent from as well?
And once I have enough cash flow from the assets, then if I want to go buy a house or a watch or a car, I buy it out of the passive income.
All right, let's see what he says on this next video.
What is the person that's watching this show that has $236? Well,
yeah, just invest it all in yourself. You're already broke.
100% agree. Invest in yourself, your number one asset. This is called the power of proximity. So often I hear people say, hey, what's the best stock to buy? Is this a good real estate deal? Yada, yada. Dude, go invest in your financial literacy. Increase your value to the marketplace, and you'll make more money so you can increase profits and move them to investable assets. I already love this.
You're broke. Don't hold on to $236. Like, you can't save. Our parents taught us, I don't know what your parents taught you, but they taught us to save money. You know?
Yeah,
it's
100%.
stupid. They taught us to buy houses. Both those.
It's true. Savers are loser in today's world, especially when you see the inflation of probably 15, 16, 17%. I know the CPI says it's 4.9. That's bullshit. You know the cost of life, you know the cost of food, you know the cost of housing. It's getting more and more expensive, so you got to increase your value. It's not doing you any good to sit in the bank. Put it into an asset. If you don't have you as the number one asset, you're screwed.
Both those ideas are for banks. They're not for you. So save your money. He's got the money in the bank. The bank benefits.
Banking is a scam. Right now, it is one of the biggest Ponzi schemes, because they can take your money and they can lend it at 10x, and they make all that interest, and they're paying you a measly 0.25% if you're lucky. If you're lucky, probably not even that. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see his next video.
Your top 3 safest investments.
Real estate, and real estate. Because
I agree. Real estate is an incredibly amazing investment and one of the best assets to have.
When I buy a building with an address, if it's in the right location, it will be here 20 years from now. I'm not buying Bitcoin. I don't know anything.
Disagree. I'm buying Bitcoin. It's what's called a black swan, or a hedge, right? So really what this is, it's a loss hedge in the sense of, what if I really mess my real estate deals up? What if I mess all of my other deals up? What we have seen, according to Ray Dalio, is that if you can own 15 different uncorrelated assets, you reduce your risk of loss by over 80%. You can make a lot of money in real estate, but hedge your bets. I've made a ton of money on Bitcoin. I don't fully understand how that thing works, because I follow asset management percentages.
Anything about Bitcoin, man? You want to give me some Bitcoin? I'll take it. I'm not buying Twitter stock. Is Twitter going to be here in the future? I don't know. I only invest in things that I know will be there in the future. The Bank of America will lend me
I bet he's investing in Twitter now that Elon Musk owns it.
money to buy an apartment deal, but they won't lend me money to buy their own stock. Think about that. A bank will lend me money to buy a piece of property, but they will not lend me money to buy Bitcoin. They won't even lend me money to buy.
That is pretty true. They will lend you money to buy real estate, but they will not lend you money to buy their own stock. However, they will lend you money to grow a business.
Bank of America stock. So what do they believe in? Cash flow, man. They believe in cash flow. Any asset that generates cash flow into the future is going to be worth more money. What do I invest in? Y'all see where I'm putting all my money. That's all I talk about all the time because I know it's going to be there.
Completely agree. Put a bunch of money in real estate, but I personally don't put more than 50% of my portfolio in real estate. I get heavy because I watched the 2007, 2008 crash when people had 100% of their investment in real estate. It was a complete meltdown. They lost everything. Look, I think I'm going to make continually a lot of money in real estate, and I'm doing it now. And at the same time, I'm going to make a ton of money in Bitcoin, stocks, equities, whole life policies, private equity, business ownership, oil, energy, precious metals, because there's three things I focus on investment. Is one, is the risk loss adverse, meaning is it asymmetrical? I have an opportunity to make a high upside with very low risk of loss. If I lose, I don't lose very much or any at all. Second, is it residual? What he's talking about, does it produce cash flow? I love cash flow investments. And third, which is why real estate's also awesome, is it a tax-free wealth way to create money, to create income? Because in the real estate world, I can cost segregate, I can tax depreciate on real estate. So I look for those types of investments. Great video. I agree for most of it, except for don't go all in on real estate, but definitely get into real estate. Let's go ahead and take a look at his next video.
Is it still your belief, even with the world changing and all this technology, that real estate is the best way to go?
Well, I think the best way to go is the business that you have. If you have it, there's
100%. Business is a cash generating machine. Increase that, take profits, go put it into real estate, go put it into other asset classes.
nothing better than a great business. My primary business is we've done $1 billion worth of sales on the internet.
Look, here's the reality. Without a business, you can never become an investor. In fact, billionaires become billionaires because they invest in multiple businesses. They own percentages of these cash cows.
We'll do $150 million this year. That business is freaking awesome, dude. Let's say I net a third of that after expenses, salaries, employees. That's a lot of money, man. $45 million in cash.
Yep.
What I do with the money, though, see, the real estate, to me, the best thing about real estate is I can take a little bit of money and I can push it into an asset that grows by itself. It doesn't need me.
100%. I have put money into real estate where I put little to no money that has made me millions of dollars over the last decade. In fact, when I first got into business, there was this thing called stated income loans. You might have heard of them. What I had to do was state my income, state my credit score, and they lent me money. 100% of the property. I still own some of those properties today. I paid $0 for those properties. Now they're worth 5 to 6 times more money than I even paid for them back then.
Need to make it grow. There's no investment class that offers the leverage, the tax write-offs, the cash flow, and the appreciation, in my mind, that real estate does.
Completely agree. Real estate offers all of the things. There are some things that are really residual about real estate. There's some that are really tax benefit about real estate. The one thing I don't think real estate has, I don't think it has the whole asymmetrical, meaning I can't probably 10, 20x my return on real estate for most of my real estate deals. It just isn't possible. I can do that on flipping a business or private equity or certain types of stock trades or cryptocurrency. So although I love real estate, I'm not all in on just real estate. 50% of my portfolio real estate, 50% on the other 14 different asset classes that have a huge upside with a low downside. Let's go ahead and look at this final video my team's got queued up for us.
Buying a house all with cash to me is ridiculous.
If you gave me
Completely agree.
$700,000 and said, hey, go buy a house with it, I'd be like, do you want to give me the $700,000? I'll do whatever I want with it. If you gave me a house worth $700,000, I'd sell it for $600,000 the same day, get my $600,000, and I'm gonna take my $600,000, I'm gonna go buy $2.4 million worth of real estate.
Yep.
It pays the debt down in 30 years, and it'll probably be worth $7 or $8 or $9 or $10 million. I'm not gonna even be around 30 years. My kids wake up 30 years from now and they got a $10 million piece of property paid for that's paying $3,000 or $4,000 a month or $5,000 a month. No telling what the rent's gonna be in 30 years.
Buying a house.
100% agree. I've got one of my properties at $1.5 million at a 3.25% interest rate for 30 years. They're basically giving me a house for free. And check this out. On a jumbo loan like that, they didn't even require that much money down. I think I should put 10% down on that property. That's like $150,000 to purchase a property like that. So I 100% completely agree. Owning real estate free and clear maybe makes sense if you're a freaking billionaire and you're just playing around and just buying things quick and easy. But to leave cash in there, I never do that. I always pull cash out so that I can go buy another asset. And if I can go buy 3 more assets because I pulled cash out, all of a sudden I've just quadrupled my entire portfolio because now I got 4 properties out of 1. So just owning a property free and clear, I think that's a bad thing to do. I completely agree with that. And that's what we've been trained to do, especially since the 70s. That's the American dream, is to own your home free and clear. In fact, I remember my dad paying off his house, and it was a huge victory. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'll ever pay my house off. If I do, I'll probably refinance it and I'll go move the money into something else because I will make more and more money. And here's my belief. My money works hard for me and makes me more and more money. All right, thanks for watching today. I hope you like this. Go ahead and smash that like button, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you in my next reaction video. We'll see you soon.